particular type of asset that keeps outpacing every traditional investment asset. In this video, you get to know the investment asset that I'm talking about, and then you get to know how you can start investing in that particular investment asset. So let's get to know the details about this investment asset and how it has performed over the last 30 to 40 years compared to other type of assets, and why you should be investing in this type of asset. Into this particular asset called S&P 500. S&P 500 has outpaced every other traditional investment. For $100, if $100 were invested in S&P 500 in 1970, as of 2023, it's gonna yield or return $22,419 compared to investment in corporate bonds or gold or real estate or even cash. So for example, if $100 were invested in 1970 in corporate bonds, it's gonna yield $7,775 in 2023. Whereas for gold, it's gonna be $5,545. For 10-year US bond, it's gonna be $2,286. For real estate, it's gonna be $1,542. And if you just invest in cash or leaving cash in your account, it's gonna return $956. So this is to show you that S&P 500 investment in S&P 500 has outpaced every other investment asset by almost 3/4. So which shows you that this is an asset that is not just reliable, it has been tested over time and it continues to perform. S&P 500 in the last few years has returned 8 to 10% per annum in returns on investment. Very important, especially for those who will be investing long term. When you invest in S&P 500 over the long term, you'll be rest assured that even when there are years that probably there's a recession in the US, for instance, or there's a major economic downturn, it's still going to offset those years in the long run, because when it yields an average of 8 to 10% over a long term, 10, 15, 20 years, it's going to definitely offset those years that it performed woefully. So this is why S&P 500 is one asset that is so reliable. If you don't know what S&P 500 is about, it's just a combination of individual stocks of top 500 companies in the US. So the 500 companies are from different sectors of the US economy, be it tech sector, real estate, manufacturing, and other sectors. So it's been indexed together. All those companies from those different sectors are being indexed together to be able to have one stocks, and then you can invest in that stocks. So it means that you're going to be relying on the power of leverage. That you have 500 companies means, and from different sectors, means that they will not, or they might not experience big time problem or issues at the same time, especially when it comes to issues that affect a particular industry at the time, compared to when the pandemic happened. The pandemic affected almost all the sectors, but there's some sectors that also benefited from that, especially maybe the entertainment sector. Aside that, there are some time of the year or different time period of the years where there are different economic downturns that may impact one sector of the economy than the other. You're going to leverage on that because S&P 500 combines companies from different sectors of the economy, and then if some of those stocks of those companies, for instance, let's say stocks of companies in the technology space are not performing very well due to probably a starting policy in the US, and then the same policy does not affect manufacturing or does not affect oil and gas, it means that those will continue to perform well, and then the benefit that you gain from the performance or strong performance of the stocks in the manufacturing and oil and gas space will definitely offset or make up for those losses stocks. So that's one of the advantages of investing in S&P 500. So let's look at the breakdown of the companies that are performing very well in S&P 500. Now, the ranking of top S&P 500 stocks by 5-year return. This particular article features the return or the ranking of top 5 S&P 500 stock by 5-year return. We're going to be looking at some of those top stocks that has performed very well in the last 5 years, and the first of them is Enphase Energy. Enphase Energy in the past 5 years, that is the year ending, as of year ending 2023, it has returned about 1,771%. Nvidia second best performed stocks within the S&P 500 in the last 5 years, as of the period ending 2023 December. It has yielded 1,054% in the last 5 years. The next one is Tesla. Tesla has done 928% in the last 5 years. And the next one is Candace. Candace has done 507% in the last 5 years. And the last within the top 5 is KLA, which has done 498% in the past 5 years. Look at this. These are stocks from different sectors of the economy. You have the automobile, you have the tech, you have the energy stocks. So, longest and the top performance in the past 5 years. Whereas there are some other stocks within the S&P 500 that would have experienced very woeful performance in the past 5 years. So that means that the performances of all these ones will make up for the losses or the poor performance of the other stocks within the S&P 500. Take a look at the largest company in every sector of the S&P 500 to just give you a picture of how concentrated S&P 500 sectors are. Consumer discretionary is about $4.9 trillion. Information technology is $15.3 trillion. Communication services is $4.6 trillion. The energy sector is $1.7 trillion. Materials is $1 trillion. Staples is $3 trillion. Healthcare is $5.6 trillion. Utilities is $1 trillion. Industrials is $3.9 trillion. Real estate is $1 trillion. And financial industry is, or financial sector is $6.1 trillion. So this is just to show you how the components of the S&P 500. So this is to give you a picture of how large some of the components of the S&P 500 are. So information technology is obviously the largest with 15.3 trillion. However, within the information technology, Microsoft is the largest, 22%, whereas within the consumer discretionary, which is total of 4.9 trillion, Amazon dominated that with about 39%. For instance, the energy sector with 1.7 trillion is dominated by ExxonMobil with 31%. So this is just to show you different companies that has the largest share when it comes to every of the sectors, and which shows you that we have some of the strongest companies in the US within different sectors of this economy, which are in the S&P 500. The reason why S&P 500 is such a strong investment asset to invest in, even in 2024. Every company on the S&P 500 index kind of visualization of the S&P 500. I will leave the link to all these pictures, all these visualizations in the description of this video. So you take a look at Infotech, look at Microsoft, look at Apple, Nvidia. Then switch on to healthcare. You see different companies, Lilly, Pfizer. You see other companies, big, small, medium, within that health sector. Then you take a look at the financial industry. You see companies like MasterCard, Visa, JP Morgan Chase. You see the consumer discretionary component. You see Amazon, you see Tesla, you see McDonald's. So this is just to show you different components that house different companies within the S&P 500. You should know about S&P 500. It is for those who want to invest long term. If you are thinking of investing short term, S&P 500 might not be that investment asset for you, because it takes a long term for you to experience strong returns, because over the long term it has passed through different economic cycles. So this is very important. So, and there are different platforms in which you can use to invest in S&P 500. If you are in Canada, you can make use of Wealthsimple or Questrade. If you are in the US, you can make use of Robinhood. Those platforms I mentioned will help you to be able to invest fractionally in the S&P 500. So you don't have to have the total amount for a unit of S&P 500 index. Whereas if you have $10, $20, you can start investing with through those platforms that I mentioned. Well, whereas for those who do not have any means of investing right now, there's also an opportunity for you to make money and to be able to invest in the long term for yourself. In the description of this video, the first link I will be providing is an opportunity for you to start a digital marketing business, which will help you to make some money before the end of this year 2024, so that you can start investing in the long term. You can start investing in S&P 500 or any other investment class of your choice. So that first link will take you to see the opportunity I'm talking about, where you can learn high income skill in digital marketing, and then you can be able to earn some good money for yourself and be able to invest in the long term. So that is the goal. This is what we are here for, to help you to earn and also be able to invest long term. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.